Wanted to hit it for a 6. Yeah, Bish himself to hit that square leg 6, and then he's lost his footing. That's not the first time we've seen him down for the count, Rizwan.
Russie, how are you thinking so far? What are your thought patterns right now?
Yeah, pretty good for now. They're going to start upping it now.
Single.
Yeah, but pretty good. Happy with that start. Yeah, the chance there, but it's so tough with the sun, eh? So yeah, this time of day it's tough to field on that side.
Russell, we'll come back to you throughout this over and have a bit of a chat about the play out there at the moment. Terrific atmosphere at this ground, Russie, before we go any further.
Yeah, it's a great place to play. We love playing, yeah. Sorry, it's a lot happening here.
Out of breath. Picked up nicely. There is protection.
How are you guys doing up there?
Yeah, not too bad. We're good, Russie. All fine. What are your thoughts about the pitch? I think it's a little bit slower tonight than what you normally have here because of the heat.
Yeah, it did rain a bit last night. Yeah, I stay about 10-15 minutes away from the ground. And then we had a shower about 3-4 p.m. So might be some moisture, might be a bit tacky. Hoping it gets better a bit later.
Lost control of that. Could be out. Oh, what a brilliant catch that is. That is outstanding work coming around that boundary. Russie van der Dussen has taken a blinder. That's happened.
Hazy, he couldn't put his focus out as well, so extremely well done. Rizwan wanting a 6, and what a great running catch. Split finger bouncer, it was in the slot, possibly top edging it, and have a look at this athleticism. Brilliant athleticism, stunning effort in the end, diving full length, sliding, skidding, holding on to it, inches from the boundary rope. Early exit for Rizwan goes after scoring just 11, 16 for 1.
Mohamed Siraj, the heat is on. This is fierce test cricket. First ball! Initial strike has changed the game. Brilliant delivery from Bumrah.
Yeah, Foley very animated.
Oh, we got him!
It's electric.
Australia versus India, third test, 14th December at 5:20 a.m.
Babar Azam now missed out in the first game. What a fine player he is. 4,192 runs, average of 40. Oh, that's not too far away. Didn't want it to go that fine, but he's got off the mark with a boundary.
Well, he plays that shot extremely well, but this was too close for comfort. Intentional, playing with an angle bat, and inches away from diving keeper. That would have been disastrous had that gone into the gloves. Babar Azam needs a big knock here.
Yeah, you can see Babar Azam just turned his head a little bit more towards the keeper than what he said he intended to. How fine it was. Russie van der Dussen just took an absolute blinder. We'll have to get Russie a bit of a chat through that, I think. The ground he had to cover. Last ball of over number 4. Driving on the up. Has that got through? Yep, that's got through. It's Babar Azam. Babar Azam at his best. 4 overs done, 24 for 1.
Yeah, I mean, he's a superb cover driver. Have a look at this one. Just opening the face of the blade to find the gap. And once he beat that fielder at mid-off, it was going to be a 4. Full-length dive from Clarkson, not to be. Looks $1 million when he hits that cover drive, Babar Azam.
Rassie van der Dussen, righto Rassie. I need you to talk us through.
Guys are not too loud in my ear when it went up, but I don't think I heard anything, so thanks for that. But the thing is, yeah, I felt when it goes up, it stays up for like half a second longer, so you just gotta like stay in it.
Oh, that's picked up. That's picked up beautifully. That's gone for 6. That's travelled in the thin air.
Ayub, and if he carries on batting like this, well, we've been raving about Babar Azam's cover drive. Have a look at this one. This is pretty special. Better than special. Batting like a genius through the offside. Square drive followed by this scintillating, beautiful, graceful cover drive. Balance, execution, perfect.
So yeah, it's a great shot. Little trigger movement, little shuffle back. Outstanding balance. That's 14 off 3 deliveries. Opened the blade that time. Dot ball. Welcome dot ball. As far as South Africa is concerned, he looks like he's moving nicely now.
Yeah, the first one went over square leg for a great 6 in his slot, and then a couple of great shots through the offside. This was slapped, and this was elegantly driven. High elbow, great finish.
I mean, he has got unique ability. He really has. Wonderful stroke player, terrific timer. Oh, that's a quick one. Very well directed, a little bit of a stare as well, and a smile.
Hitting everything off the ground. So all he has to do is to now just take deep breaths, because he's done a fair bit of damage in this over. 14 runs from the over. So 6 is followed by another 6, and then another 6. Trying his hand, another short one with split finger action, skied it up in the air, but this wicket belongs.
Got some nice X factor about him, and obviously Abrar, he's world class. I played with him last year as well, so very dangerous.
Okay, Rassie, thanks for your time.
Oh, down,
the swing. It's got through, and it's gone for 4.
It wasn't such a bad ball, but on that middle leg stump line, the Yorker length, and Ayub is in such good touches, not going to waste it. Fine fielder up in the circle, and have a look at this execution. Beautifully done. He's got a start here, 22 of 19. He's got to make it count this time.
Well, he's moving so well. He's playing so beautifully. It's a shame if he didn't for Pakistan's point of view, because I'm sure that's also part of their chat. Once someone gets in, to make sure they make it count. Don't leave it up to the next guy. Cash in while you can, while you're playing well. That's going to be a wide. It's going to be bowled again. Yep, wide called by Babs.
I think he's trying his luck with variations. That's not the first ball that didn't have a lot of pace, slackened the pace, but missed the line. Saim Ayub was moving wonderfully in that first game, also 31 in no time, and then he got out, and that meant pressure on Rizwan in middle order.
Right, last ball this over number 6. Last ball, the power play. Should better come through for 1. They do. So 7 on 1.
Let's go. ये QR कोड ठीक से चलेगा?
सब टिक है।
आप बताओगे कि मैं बताऊं?
सब टिक चलेगा सर।
टिक मतलब गूगल पे है।
सब टिक है।
Barbara Azam got one past the keeper and a couple of drives, and Ayub played a couple of wonderful shots. 14 off 3 balls of this over, all of them magnificent shots, and a boundary to finish.
Saim Ayub was moving wonderfully in that first game, also 31 in no
Tags it one way. Once again calls for 2. This time I think they should be able to get there comfortably, and they do indeed. What was your history of playing here? Do you remember it slightly? Only looked up to see where the result was. You should get him and Steve Brevis batting together. I don't know what shots could come out. The hero of the last game in Durban, George Linder, is now going to be introduced. The reason why he's been held back, and they want him to bowl to the right-hander to the short boundary and the left-hander to the big boundary. It's an impressive start to his career, averaging under 7 and an average of under 20. Fires it in there, doesn't really have to give it too much air. Tall man.
Nice, Georgie, nice, Giorgio.
If any of you missed it, this is exactly what he did the other night. Almost had himself a hat-trick. That's the extra bounce. That's taken comfortably. A bit of glove work and a good justing of the line. And that was an important over. That was late on in the piece where Rizwan maybe would have given Pakistan a chance. And that was the fourth one to go. I think he's a difficult customer to get down to, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so clever with a change of pace, change of flight. And this is the type of situations that he thrives under when he knows batters are coming for him. They want to take him down. All these extra height and extra bounce. It's so difficult to really line up.
That's dragged down and the placement is perfect. He would have known exactly the field. When he got the opportunity, he does not miss out. Places it perfectly.
As you said, Polly, a drag down from George Linder. He was so good with his lengths a couple of nights ago. This one, you might want to watch that one again. Halfway down. And the form that Ayub's in at the moment, he ain't going to miss out on that.
Nudged it nicely. Thinking of the second. Gretzky is quick. And he cuts it off again.
How can you not be fast with that moustache, Polly? Look at it, it's an absolute beauty.
I thought November was finished. Pretty appropriate that it's a short moustache.
Yes. Get down. Side.
This is a good partnership. 74-40 delivery. So after losing the captain Rizwan at the top of the order, needed something of solidity for Pakistan. They produced that and a decent rate of scoring. It's a good finish to the over for George Linder. 10 overs completed, 90 for 1 on the board, and time for the players to have a refreshment.
It's time to take hunger.
Watch Pro Kabaddi League on Star Sports and win a ticket to Melbourne. Wow, but how? Kabaddi. Answer Kabaddi questions. Earn bonus points. D. Directly win a ticket to Melbourne. Watch Pro Kabaddi League live on Star Sports and answer the questions on glance.com and on Glance Smart Lock Screen. Watch PKL and go to Melbourne.
India and South Africa in the 90s, always a superlative affair. Every single fast bowler in my colony wanted some of this. And if you managed to pull off a stunning catch, catch pakada re Jonty. All of India showered their love on these guys. True story. But as true fans, we want to watch cricket's future heroes before everyone else. So I'm off to South Africa to see tomorrow's T20 stars in the making. A fiery new season of the SA20 begins Jan 9th.
क्रिकेट के महायुद्ध की आरंभ की गाथा। GPL सीजन 1 अनप्लग 18 नवंबर से 16 दिसंबर हर सोमवार रात 10 बजे सिर्फ स्पोर्ट्स 18 चैनल 1 पर।
Watch Tata WPL 2025 auction 15th December 2:30 p.m. live on Jio Cinema, Sports 18-1, Star Sports 1 and Star Sports 1 Hindi. This coverage is brought to you in association with Cred. It pays to be good.
I'm not too sure where it is, but Saim Ayub has been fantastic. 44 of 31, Babar Azam 29 of 19, and in partnership of 74. So important that they managed to do it. Pakistan, they won the toss, decided tonight they'll have a bat first. They've got themselves to 90 for 1 in 10 overs. And here's some of the highlights for you of this partnership that we talked about. That was a fantastic shot. And you'll see he's got a lot of flair and class to his game, Saim Ayub. Really pretty on the eye when he gets going. That was a gift to Babar Azam. That was Nava Peter's first delivery, and that was his last delivery of the over. And there's the no-look swipe to deep mid wicket at 94 metres. So the sun's setting, but the action is just harping up here, and it should be a fascinating next 10 overs. 52 of the last 5 for Pakistan, averaging at just under 10.5 to the over. And it's going to be a reintroduction of Nava Peter. Didn't have his best over. Went for 15. Bowling from the pavilion end, but now we'll go to the Hennops River end, and he's got more protection out there.
Hoppy boy!
A better start lengthwise. He was too short in his first over. Peter, and the ideal length for him as a man who gets that delivery going through the air pretty quickly is to try and hit just back over length, hitting the top of the stumps. And I suppose the danger for all leg spinners, Murray, is the drag down.
Yeah, with the length, that natural length that he bowls, he's just that back of length. He does get it to skid through. Any shorter than that, because of this type of class, a player will always take you down.
Doesn't want to drop short here, and he does help on his way. George Linder doesn't manage to get around. Some of the players we're looking saying, well, maybe just launch the body and see if he can scoop it back.
Yeah, good batting again from Saim Ayub. You see how low he gets, potentially lining up the sweep or the slog sweep, but just seeing the length early, you see how low he gets there, just helping it around the corner. It's a very good piece of batting, understanding where the field is. With the angle of the delivery coming, easy execution, great shot.
Yeah, just 56 metres away to that leg side, so he does want Ayub to be playing him through the offside. Slug sweep, and that'll be 50 for Saim Ayub. His first 50 in this T20 international format. His best was 49 against Pakistan. And what an entertaining 54 it's been.
Well, the ball before, there were warning signs for Nava Peter. Saim lining up the sweep shot, potentially the slog, and on this occasion getting the length that he needs, the line that he needs, and just helping it over deep square leg. Watch how low he gets, just helping it, and with the altitude, as Mark Hazeman always refers to, travels all the way into the crowd.
Now, let me correct myself, it wasn't against Pakistan, it was against Afghanistan. Obviously he can't get a 50 against himself.
Nice, Gary.
Peter all of a sudden under pressure. 1.4 overs has gone for 27. And it can be a bit of a graveyard for spinners here, and don't often get much purchase, and you have to be really on point. Think of someone like Adil Rashid, who's done really well in the SA20 here. He's got a wealth of experience. And you can see it averaging 16 to the over. Short, wide, and this one picks out George Linder.
Nice, Peter boy!
Nice from Ryan Ricketson at the back. They're cutting that one off the stumps. And a very well supported team in South Africa is Pakistan. The crowd comes out to support their team with vigour. Always a good fixture for Pakistan come to our shores.
Quicker one, and Razam just knocks that to the leg side. So another good over for Pakistan. 13 from this one. 103 for one. Scoreboard pressure in the match in Durban when the Pakistan middle order came to the crease. But they'll be hoping for a better performance from those four still to come. This time they can come and play with some freedom. Given some air, that could be taken. It is going to be, yes, comfortable catch for Donovan Ferreira, the man from Durban who was so successful. Keeps the good form going.
The massive wicket for South Africa. Baba Azam was looking so dangerous. George Linder, it's that man again, giving it a little bit of extra flight. Enticing Baba Azam into the big shot. And not catching it at all, and flat catch for Donovan Ferreira on the boundary. It's a big moment in the game, you feel. Baba Azam was set. And he has to go. Baba Azam goes for 31, Pakistan 103 for 2.
India and South Africa in the 90s there, always a superlative affair. Every single fast bowler in my colony wanted some of this. And if you manage to pull off a stunning catch, catch pakada re Jonty, all of India showered their love on these guys.
True story.
But as true fans, we want to watch cricket's future heroes before everyone else. So I'm off to South Africa to see tomorrow's T20 stars in the making. A fiery new season of the SA20 begins Jan 9th.
Order we haven't seen before. Usman Khan, you can see there's no great shakes about him. 52 is his best, averaging 16, strike rate's only 124. So you see his age 29, so you'd feel that he should be in the prime of his batting career, and maybe we'll see some firepower from him tonight. Once again, George Linder. He really has had a good series so far. That score 48 with the bat, and volume was 4 wickets. And already in just 7 deliveries here tonight, he's got the big wicket of Babar Azam. Nice take in the end. It's one of those ones that was so low for Donovan Ferreira that the knees can kind of get in the way, and they can bump the elbows, but took it well.
I'm just very happy that the trajectory was a lot lower than the one in Durban. Lights couldn't affect him. Probably had quite a nice bruise on that leg of his, but as George Linder, previous deliveries too. Baba Azam is so good in his change of pace and his flight. I'm not scared to throw it up. And on this occasion, as you can see, bravery rewarded. He's so consistent. We were talking about it off air, Polly, with George Linder. He's so good at hitting the stumps. It's very difficult to line up as a batter, specifically as a right-hander.
Nice, George. Yeah, also could be really good in some of those services that you get in India if they just hold, because he's so accurate and doesn't really give it much air. He might get them to stand up. So it's a nice option for South Africa to have in their squad. I'm sure as the year unfolds, he might be part of more squads. Obviously, Keshav Maharaj is not available. I'm thinking of the one-day series, then Keshav is back. Oh, that's beautifully caressed through the covers. That is a wonderful strike by Saim Ayub to end the over. He moves himself to 60. 110 is the score. 12 overs completed.
सब टिक है।
सामने टोल है। तुम्हारा फास्टर ठीक चल रहा है ना? ठीक से बेटर। टिक चल रहा है वैसे। टिक मतलब? Google Pay है.
सब ठीक है.
To finish the over.
As ever, it's a lovely crowd here at Supersport Park. High scoring. Also, as usual, what a beautiful sky that is at sunset. Little nudge on side, and what they want Pakistan is another partnership here with Babar Azam just gone. Saim Ayub is fantastic to watch. He really is a stylish player, a good young talent. And all these who are here, despite their allegiances being of a South African inclination, they wouldn't mind watching some stroke play, and they've already seen some in the 36 balls he's played.
I think the best way to describe his batting, I think it's the eclectic mix where there's unorthodoxy backed by some classical shots. Ramp shot. He surely is gifted. What he has to do is to just cap his temperament a bit, because he's playing in a field where there's not a lot of skill and talent, especially in the middle order. So he's got to keep that in mind. That's a wide. But look at the shots float through the offside, and he's been belligerent through the leg side as well.
Yeah, just go back to that first game in Durban where he plays a classic straight drive down the ground for 4. Yeah, look at the lines in that. Straight, everything well put together. And like you say, Rambo, the next ball, I think it was, he then tried to play a little ramp shot and got a hit in. Look at him go in Durban. And I'll pick out the shot for you when he plays it. Shots all over the place. There it is, right there. And the next ball after that one, he tried to whack it over fine leg. It'll be wide again. But it's, I suppose, the modern player. It's the way he goes. Yeah, he doesn't quite get that. There are not many didn't get out the middle in that innings. Not many that he hasn't got out the middle here tonight.
I've got no problem with him batting like that, because he's an aisle delight. But he's got to understand his position in this batting lineup. And the other thing is that, you know, the fans and commentators don't want him to get out also, because he flows. There's this classical stuff followed by some magical improvisation.
Yeah, really good to watch. Just checking to be sure, In by just a little bit. Straight up in the air, taken by Gwenama Parker. Oh, it's a wild swing that, again from Usman. Into the side, Dayan Khalim plays at home, opens the bowling for South Africa, and now he's got a wicket. He's on the board in international cricket.
Another rush job by Usman Khan. That's a real tail-enders kind of a slot. He perished playing a similar shot in the first game as well at Durban, and didn't learn from that. Gone early in the piece for 3, 114 for 3.
Tayyab Tahir. As a look at his T20 international career, still sort of trying to take off. So many getting an opportunity in the Pakistan side and trying to seize it. And it very much is a time like that in the Pakistan side. What you get accustomed to, or what we have over the years, is many an experienced player playing all together. And that's why the infusion of youth is a skillful thing as well. It's got to be planned so that you don't have many inexperienced players together at the same time. You'd be disappointed with this, Usman.
I'm sure, because he wanted to deposit it over long on. Instead, it went to fine fielder. He must not come across as a number batsman. You know, you block a couple of balls and then you know there is this predictability that he's going to swing.
It's better than that. Yeah, I've seen him play in PSL. He's got hundreds to his name in this format. 115 for 3.
Slice it from Arun Ice Creams.
Even at this level, in the end, it just looks like there isn't real method to the way he's going about it. And the bowlers just feel, well, we'll just bowl and he'll have a real swing at one.
Some of these young Pakistani batsmen have got blueprint in the shape of a Klassen and a Miller. And then Surya Kumar Yadav of India. I mean, they bat in the middle and they bat so skillfully. It's the temperamental thing, isn't it? You bat in the middle, it's either make or break. What you've got to do is to back yourself, back that you can amp it up anytime. So you give yourself a chance for the first 5 to 10 minutes in T20 cricket in middle order, especially. And then you can play all those shots. But the shot selection has not been great from Usman. He's better than that. You rightly pointed out.
Nicely played. Easily played. Striking at 155. Saim Ayub. And it all rests on him now.
Yes, the effortless ease with which he's reached that 150 strike rate. Hurt them quite badly, 62 or 40.
Could be 2 on here. Yeah, good running. Or is it? It looks like it's fine. We might well go upstairs and check. But from the time he hits it, 2 certainly were on. The confirmation will come. Yeah, hard him up for batter as he waits and watches. He's in. A bit of a cheer. And the flutter will settle down. He just didn't take off for the second one. He didn't quite trust there was a second one on. But when he played it, he felt there was. And so I suppose there's also the necessity to ensure you don't run the in batter out. He's on 62, only one getting runs.
Nice, George. Nice, George.
George Linder's been good again. One for big wicket that. Look at a bubber.
Catch me!
Nice nudge. Just a little drop kick over the bowler.
I think his performance will depend on whether he missed the bus today or not.
I'm wondering as well, actually. I was asking Chris Morris how well he knows him. And then he went and sort of accused all of the Western Cape.
Oh, George, top 6, George.
1, 2, 2 for 3.
Come on!
Opening fixtures then in the Betway SA 20 for season number 3. What a fabulous tournament. 2 seasons have been brilliant. Pretoria Capitals, that's who they have at home. How will they go this time round? Pretty sure it'll be packed every game once again here at Supersport Park. They support well, as does every other ground. I must say that. It's not saying that any of you don't turn up at your respective grounds, but it's great to see when the teams are backed and everybody turns up in their colours in the hope of victory, of course. Gone! Leading edge, straight back to Khalim, and he's got 2 on debut.
Early exit for Tayyip. That is always damaging as far as confidence goes for a young batsman. They're trying to work it away through the leg side. Extra bit of bounce, no pace. And a soft dismissal in the end. Pakistan didn't need that. They needed a partnership. Instead, they've got another one walking back to the dugout early in the piece. Only got 6, 122 for 4.
Watch Tata WPL 2025 auction, 15th December, 2:30 p.m. Live on Jio Cinema, Sports 18-1, Star Sports 1 and Star Sports 1 Hindi. This coverage is brought to you in association with Cred. It pays to be good.
One, please. Thank you.
Irfan Khan. Then at 6. Strike rate 130s, best of only 37 not out, so still making his way too. And again, I'll say, Rambo, and it's not often you see newbie after newbie as they come in. It perhaps explains why the skipper in game 1 in Durban, after he loses Bubba, feels that he has to play very cautiously, and it's pretty difficult in this format once you go into a cautious mindset, and it's difficult to go along at a rate that is acceptable. And it's not to make excuses for him. I don't think he needs anyone to make excuses for him. Rizwan is a wonderful player, but the timing of his innings then ends up not being quite right. And the expectation here, that's lovely timing. The expectation here with Saim Ayub at one end striking in the 150s is also that he will be cautious because he knows that he's just losing partners at the other end. Here's the latest of them to go.
Absolutely right, because you worry about this middle order. And so your focus is off because you're looking to defend as a result, looking to survive and take the game deep into the innings. It's been good. Straight line, various lengths, but straight line. I mean, you look at Saim Ayub, he's only 22. And boy, has he got some talent. Compared to the rest who've been given a go-ahead. I mean, I know South Africa can be a difficult series for batters because the bounce is different. It shakes up your batting DNA. But then you've got Saim Ayub who's doing it so easily. Pakistan need to find more energy in the middle order. Batters who can give something to Saim Ayub and Babar and Rizwan.
Yeah, they'll be wide. I must say, to rattle them off, batters out of Pakistan is absolutely no shortage. Maybe the issue would be that they're in the same sort of era. They're not going to go all the way back.
Please don't.
Yes, Zahir Abbas and all, you know, because many young ones who are watching probably will have no idea. Shot. Beautifully played. That's a great start for Irfan.
Irfan is a small sample size, but I think he can bat up the order. He's considered as a finisher, as someone who can hit the ball hard in the last part of the innings, but the way some of the other batsmen have been shaping up in the middle order, I think his number can be up. This was beautifully struck. Hard cut shot.
Yeah, Irfan also only 22 years old, so just starting out. Yeah, good call, no. 7 and a wicket in that one. It's 129 for 4.
Fight for playoffs में सांसों की जंग होगी और तगड़ी.
Teams at the peak of their powers.
Top 6 में पहुंचने के लिए हर टीम यहाँ पर है अड़ी.
Do or die now.
हर मैच का हर पॉइंट होगा ऐसा जैसे do or die.
Game on. The clock's running down.
Pro Kabaddi League. Fight for playoffs. Who will survive? 9th December onwards. Only on the Star Sports Network and Disney Plus Hotstar.
Here we go, Georgie boy.
Just 5.25 to the over. Ayan Khalim. That's a beauty. That's an absolute beauty. With fielders out in the deep, he's able to find the gap. That was aided by a slip. Britska in the deep slip before he went after that. But it was placed between the fielders and has ended up going for 4.
This great ability to pick up the length early. He's not giving a lot of spin to Saim Ayub to work the leg side field, but he picked up the length early. Look how smartly moved across towards the offside to hit that one through mid-wicket.
Gone again. The timing is good, but Reza Hendricks able to get to it and have a tag team with Britska to make sure it doesn't go for 4. He might farm it here. Saim's just shifting gears again as we go into the last phase of the game.
In T20, follow wickets shouldn't hurt a batting side, and I think Saim Ayub, with the right intent, is not really bothered. Doesn't appear to be what is happening at the other end. All he's looking to do is to dominate, and 4 and a 2 to start this over.
Oh!
And a good piece of fielding. Bartman will be into the game now that we're at the back end. It's the middle overs that are tricky. Middle order batters have to choose correctly whether to go or not to go. Generally, the young batters these days in 2020 cricket choose the aggressive option, and many a time it looks odd, it looks horrible when it doesn't come off. And so that's why that's the place that's most difficult to bat, because you have to read it.
Down.
The other thing is the improvisation bit. Because these Pakistani batsmen, some of these young batsmen, do not seem to improvise the way you're supposed to in modern day T20. They just go for a wild whack and get out. No ramp, no delicacy, not finding the gap. It's just desperate mode straight away.
And in contrast, once you get past the middle overs, you get into this phase, which is sort of 15, 16 to 20, and the brief is simple. You've got to get as many as you can. You've got to play some shots because you're fast running out of deliveries. So gears change. Tough over there. Started with a 4 and he pulled it back. Just 7. 136 for 4.
Sorry, my chum. Sorry.
A bit of an awkward bounce. A bit of a nasty one for Ryan Rickerton. So there's a look at the projected scores. At this rate, they'll get to 170. 173 is the average score batting first. If they go at 10 and 0 from here, they get to 176. So there's a little bit of a marker for you. Beautiful sunset right now. Look at that. Look at that shot from the drone. Terrific stuff. Simon Ayub has been superb tonight so far. Work to be done by him still. 71 off 45 balls. 9 4s and 3 6s. Strike rate of 158. He's played absolutely superbly. Some of these shots have been quite extraordinary. A couple of no looks. Great shot through the covers. Bit of a freebie on the leg side. There's a no look shot. Gotta love that. Some beautiful striking from Ayub. So runs all around the place. A couple of lovely drives through the offside for starters to get him going. Then he got a couple of straight ones, straight on the leg side as well, and a couple of backward square on the leg side too. On strike now. Oops, that's going to be a wide. Parker back into the attack.
Yeah, you get the feeling that they have to finish strong here, Pakistan. He's got himself to 71 or 45, but he needs to pick up some regular boundaries. I think Pakistan need to post at least something around 175, which means they have to go at least 10 and over from here on in for these last 4.
Ayub's going to have to be there right at the very end, I think. He's cracked that down the ground, and he's hit that beautifully. That's a fine shot, not quite out of the middle, but he's picked up a boundary early in the over.
Yeah, this is a strategy we saw in the one-day internationals. I mean, the T20 internationals against India, which we weren't convinced about, with having men back up straight at mid-on and mid-off. If you are going to have those fielders up, that cannot be the length. That just is an easy pick for a batter who's on 71, moving now to 75. The protection is square, which means the length should be very short. Almost impossible to flat bat up down the ground.
Mid-off in the stand-up position still. Short of that time, he's picked that up and he's put that into the bank. That's a wonderful shot. So there's 10 off 2 in this over. First ball was a wide.
And Parker was really good when he bowled from the pavilion and changed the Hennips River and didn't have the best second over, but he did end that over really strong with 2 short pitch deliveries to Ayub, and Ayub actually just ducked underneath him. This time he's gone for the slower ball bouncer. Saw the pitch report and Hayes was giving us the meterage. It only has to go 56 and that one clears comfortably.
Eases that away for just the single.
We said they have to go at least 10, so Hayes, they've got 11 or 12 off the first 3 deliveries halfway stage, so this is the perfect over for Pakistan. We haven't really seen the exploits of Irfan Khan as yet. Comes with a bit of reputation, young fella, starting his career out with the reputation of being able to hit a big ball. He'll need to get a few, get his confidence going.
So now, if they continue at this rate, they're up the 180 marks. That just means 1 good over, and they're nudging towards that 200, 190, just over the 190 mark, with 1 really good over from here. near his left.
All the games we've seen over the years, you kind of think that's the total you have to post. Difficult ground to defend on.
Yeah, last time on the tour in 21, they chased down over 200 from South Africa. This time, it's a little bit wide, but just picked out the man at third man, just the one. So tough over this one for Mapaka. 13 runs and still 2 balls to bowl because that wide first up.
Change of field again. So this time third man goes to position and they bring up like a backward point into the inner ring. More orthodox, still would be a little concerned. If it's the short boundary they're trying to protect, you want to hit him to the offside, but you've got mid-off up. So it should be like back of a length, outside off.
Oh, that's on the leg side. That's going to be another wide.
Definitely the area that you feel South Africa need to work at is their death bowling and what the options are.
150 on the board now for Pakistan, 4 down. Ayub is the key for them. Got to win this game to keep the series alive, Pakistan. Short delivery. Now it's going to be a no ball above head height.
This is unfortunate. This is exactly the over that Pakistan were after heading into the last 4. They've got themselves 15, just 4 deliveries gone, now a free hit. The 2 bounces have been used, so where does he go now? Probably Yorker. They can't change the field.
Yeah, and that's the problem because that's got to be in the hitting zone now for Ayub because it's a free hit. Full toss, he's picked that up, he's hammered that one into the bank, short boundary, that's gone for 6. What a good shot that is, off a freebie.
Yeah, that's a nice ball to put away, and he's done it in style. Quick look at the square leg umpire just to check how high was that with regards to waist. It doesn't really matter. It's been helped on its way, and when we thought Pakistan were underdone, all of a sudden this over of 21 with a delivery to go means that they're starting to head closer. Current run rate would be 190.
Ayub with that shot has now gone to 88 off 50 balls, strike rate of 176. This is some batting from him, but still more required. Last ball of over number 17. Cracks that through the offside to the sweeper to retain the strike as well. It's a very good over for Pakistan. 22 from it, 158 for 4.
Fight for playoffs में सांसों की जंग होगी और तगड़ी.
Teams at the peak of their powers.
Top 6 में पहुंचने के लिए हर टीम यहाँ पर है अड़ी.
Do or die now.
हर मैच का हर पॉइंट होगा ऐसा जैसे do or die.
Game on! The clock's running down.
Pro Kabaddi League. Fight for playoffs. Who will survive? 9th December onwards. Only on the Star Sports Network and Disney Plus Hotstar.
It's the first one down the ground. Into the crowd. Full toss. Dealt with handsomely. Top hitting. Ayub. Flips that one away. Fast outfield. That's going to go for 4. Takes him now into the 90s. 93.
I like this a lot. I like this a lot. It's a bit of finesse to go with the wonderful stroke play and power that we've seen from Ayub. New bowler returning to the crease, goes for the knuckle delivery, just gets in that position, waits until the ball gets to him, and then just helps it on its way. All of a sudden, 7 deliveries, and they've now put on 26.
Still plenty of balls for Ayub to face here. 16 fours and 6 sixes. 11 and 5 to Ayub. Oh, he's missed out there too. Wide has been called, so it's going to be bowled again. These extras are starting to climb. 23 extras in the first game. South Africa.
She's a bit concerned, and maybe South African camp is concerned. The field they've got set here again, Hayes. They've got 2 men up on the offside behind square, 2 men up at cover, and mid-off. So he almost can't go offer up any width. It has to be a leg stump delivery.
Just clapped away on the leg side, straight to the fielder though. Yeah, it's far from ideal, these field placings.
It just kind of limits the options. You want to have two options as a bowler at the back end about what you can or can't do. From a Pakistan perspective, Saim Ayub has been fantastic, 94-53, but he needs someone else to now step up. Irfan Khan's been there for the 8 deliveries. He has to show what he's capable of. If he gets something he can recognise, he has to take it out the ground.
12 and 0 from here gets him through to that 200 mark, just a shade under it. Bartman again. Plugged on the onside, pretty flat that one. That's gone for 6. That's a really good shot.
Really good catch taken in the dugout as well. This has been so important. We saw what a prolific over that last one was, and it's been backed up with another one. 3 legal deliveries completed, 12 from it so far, and this is a real flat bat shot. Didn't really get very high, just cleared the boundary. I think that was the knuckle delivery again. Yeah, 111 kilometers per hour, 71 meters.
Drag this time. It's turning in another very good over, 22 off the previous over. There's now 13 runs off 4 balls with 2 balls to go with Saim Ayub on strike.
Yeah, they're building some skyscrapers at the back end, yeah, Hayes.
Yeah, that last over before this one was massive. It's really kicked him in these last couple of overs. 94 for Ayub. He's hit 5 sixes.
One more, and he'll be celebrating.
Short delivery, that's going to be a wide. It is, another extra.
So the funny thing is now that's the short pitch delivery for the over. Saim Ayub will probably be trying to calculate it, trying to work out. He's had one for the over, so they're not going to change the field, and he's got to just be banking. It's going to be an outside leg stump Yorker. I don't see Bartman going outside the off stump at all.
That's crazy. He can't. He just can't. With those guys in the ring on the offside, no one back, he can't go outside the off stump. Oh, it's leg side and it's another wide. This field placing is wrong, and that's why Bartman's bowling these wides. He's got to get more protection, surely.
I mean, if he wants to have this field and they want to go that angle, he's got to come round. The margin for error to try and hit leg stump from over the wicket is so small, because invariably you're going to slide it outside leg stump. If you come around, you can at least on the angle attack the stumps and they can't get it through the offside. And often what happens then is the guy backs away and you can kind of follow him. But I don't see how the plan can change, and he's going to really have to nail that delivery perfectly.
15 off at 2 balls to go. It's another big over. Oh, it's another wide.
Yeah, please come round. Please come round. It's such a small margin for error. You know, Yorkers are difficult. Here we go. That's a better option. He's signalled. Hopefully some message got out there. He has to come round. Gives him a bigger margin.
Come around.
He's also getting the ball to tail, so if he can shape it like he has, that ball's only basically 18 overs old. It's probably still got a bit of a shine to it. He can swing it back into the left-hander.
But now if you bowl something around at off stump, that might go over the top of long off, or mid-off, I should say. No, on target, in the block hole.
It's much easier. I mean, that one's probably hitting middle and leg stump. And even if he gets it a touch straight, he's got a foot to work with, whereas the margin was minuscule from coming over. Broken toe and damaged calf is the sorry story of those 2 men in picture.
A change room of injuries, a squad of injuries for South Africa at the moment. All the fast bowlers that have on the sidelines. And Miller, who played so beautifully in that first game. Pakistan were quite taken aback. Last ball. And it's clever. Nice little scoop. Going to come back for the second. Ayub wasn't too sure, but got the nod and screamed back for the double. So 19 runs from that over, 177 for 4. 2 overs left. Really has been a magnificent atmosphere at Supersport Park today. We've watched a lot of runs being scored so far, but still 2 overs to go. Ayub on 95, 54 balls he's faced. Strike rate of 176.
Yeah, they had bowling options. Mapaka, he could have bowled another one, and then Bartman will probably be used at the back end. Yeah, Ava Peters just bowled 2, but they've been brave here. They decided to go to Ferreira. He'll be relatively inexperienced at doing this job, but he'll be just darts. I think that he's going to try and fire in full and length.
95 is on. Nicely bowled. Firing that in Ferreira.
Not that firing it in Ferreira.
Smash that on the ground. The call was for 2. They're not going to be able to come back, I don't think. Yes, they are coming back for the second. That's good running. That's really good running.
It was interesting, the throw. I thought he was still going to be in danger. Well, Irfan Khan, but the throw that came in almost plugged in the outfield, stopped dead on the bounce, didn't skid in. Have a look at this. It goes down the ground and he decides to come. The throw's on its way now. There was no 2, but then look how the ball just stopped in the surface and ended up being pretty slow from Reza Hendricks.
That's good backing up from Irfan Khan. Good calling him through. He paused at the other end, had a look and said, yeah, let's go. 97 now. It's a full toss. He hasn't got all of it though. Oh, it's down. It's been dropped. Second catch is put down. Should have been gone on 97. He's still alive. Goes to 98 now. Riz says, settle down, he's saying.
I think it's Dan Halim on the boundary. He didn't even run, Hazy. It got dropped and he still almost got run out going for the single. He hasn't been able to put that away. He should have got that one. That's a knee half full toss. Almost yorked Dan Halim.
Oh, that's struck. That's flat as well. That's gone. That's in the crowd. This partnership's really healthy. 64 off 35 between these two.
Nice strike by Irfan Khan. We weren't sure if they had the hitting power. We don't know some of these new players that have come on tour with them. We weren't overly impressed by Usman and Tahir. But Irfan Khan has now managed to middle one. He's got himself to 21 off 12, exactly what his partner was requiring. Partnership 64.
Short arm jab that time, and he's picked up a boundary there. Nice shots these. This is really good batting from Khan.
Skyscrapers indeed at the back end. Yeah, 3 wonderful overs with 1 delivery to go. And all of a sudden, over 200 is looking a possibility.
Yeah, they got 1 ball to go in this over. 13 from it. 190 on the board. And flipped around. Oh, that's well fielded. Very well fielded, safely home. Really good fielding. It's another big over, 14 from it. 19 overs done, 191 for 4.
Yeah, brilliant from Neil Botman. Launching himself. Go, gadget arm. So it looks like there's a fielding violation, Hayes. They haven't bowled the overs in time, so they have to have an extra fielder in the inner ring for the last over. They bowled 19 overs, but if you put the extras in there's been 15 wides and a no ball, so that's another 16 deliveries. That's probably why they haven't finished in time. But the rule is an extra fielder, so 5 in the inner ring, only 4 allowed on the fence.
Here's the start of the last over. That's flipped away. That's a boundary off the first. Easily put away.
Irfan Khan is doing a wonderful job here for Pakistan. Come to the crease, he kind of found his feet, and then he started to cut loose. 3 4s and 2 maximums. He's striking at 200, in position early, and then adjusts well. Parkman deciding to target the stumps, but the length means he just had to get something on it.
This is going to be a seriously nice game, this one. Partnership 73 off 38. This is outstanding work from Irfan Khan. 5 balls left in the innings. A little bit leg side, short arm jab, is that gone? No. Rassi from the Dawson, he's got good hands. It's the end of a fine knock, end of the partnership, but it's an important wicket.
Tell you what, that was a good strike, Hayes. It just didn't have the trajectory. It was a bit flat, but there was nothing wrong with the power. You talked about the short arm jab. Nice take as well by Rassi van der Dussen. Had to be aware exactly where that boundary cushion was. But he has done his part, Irfan Khan. 30 of 16, cross-seam delivery, going for the Yorker again. He's got the power. Kind of just needed to get a little bit more elevation. Van der Dussen exactly aware of where the boundary was. But a good knock by Irfan Khan. 195 for 5.
It's a second catch from Rassi van der Dussen tonight with the cross-seam ball, which was hit to him. First one is Mohammad Rizwan. Abbas Afridi in at number 7. Abbas Afridi, 4 balls left in the innings. No crossing, so Abbas Afridi, in fact, for the wicket, Abbas Afridi's on strike. He's trying to go downtown. He's hit that beautifully. That is a fine shot. Stand and deliver. First ball and smack it for 6.
Oh my word. Oh my word. To face your first delivery and deal with it in this manner is sensational. This is just sensational. Otniel Bartman would have thought, I'll just slide a little Yorker in. This brings up the 200 as well. He just opens the face, knows exactly where he wants to hit it. And that has been smashed. As clean a hit as you'll see.
Great shot. Short delivery. Swing and a miss. Ayub is at the non-striker's end on 98.
Will he get back on strike? Can you believe he had his chances, though? You would say in the last over there was 2 deliveries, one low full toss in particular where he should have hit it out the ground. But we wouldn't want to deny him an opportunity to try and get that 3-figure score.
I said 1 for over.
201 for 5. 2 balls left. 10 runs from this over. Really good batting from Pakistan towards the end of this innings. That's gone down to third man. That's going to go for 4. He's not going to get back on strike.
It was actually interesting. I was watching Saim Ayub, and he ran down in desperation, hoping that it would stop somewhere near short of the boundary. When it didn't, he kind of put his hands on his hips as if to say, seriously? Now he's desperate to hope for a no ball. But another bonus boundary, another good over for Pakistan, 14 from it. 1 delivery to go. It's the only Pakistani who wasn't happy it went to the fence.
It's a top total, this. Slower delivery, wide one, dragged on the onside. It's only going to be a single to finish. That is the end of the innings. That is good batting from Pakistan to get 206 on the board. It is absolutely outstanding work from Saim Ayub to end up with 98 off 57 balls with a strike rate of 172, 11 4s and 5 6s. He played superbly.
Yeah, he did indeed. Credit must go to him. I'm disappointed for him that he did a 3-figure score. He certainly deserved it. Pakistan won the toss, decided to bat first. They laid a bit of foundation. They got to 90 for 1 after 10 overs, but have done brilliantly at the back end to post 206. I think this is a very, very competitive total.
Sure is. Let's have a look at the batting card for Pakistan. Rizwan missed out today. Ayub outstanding with that 98. Babar Azam 31 off 20. A couple of wonderful shots from him. Irfan Khan 30 off 16. That was amazing stuff. And Abbas had a bit of fun right towards the end. The first ball he faced went for 6. So really good stuff. And that total is tidy. 206 for 5. We have a quick look at the partnerships as well. Obviously, they're so important in any format. They didn't get going at the top, but 87 between Barber and also Ayub, and then 73 between Ayub and also Ufang Khan of 39 deliveries. That was great.
Yeah, 77 in the last 5 deliveries. And Khalib, he was really good on debut, 2 for 21. Barker was a bit expensive today. Donovan Ferreira did a roll. Bartman picked up wickets up front and then had to really try and pull things back at the deck. Ivor Peter, 0 for 28 in his 2 overs. And George Linder, the performer from Durban, was good once again with his 1 for 28.
Gee, lots of action at Supersport Park today. A little bit of rain as we arrived early today, but that soon disappeared, and we've had a terrific evening. Really, it's just magnificent conditions to play cricket here. Some lovely shots, another no-look shot from Saim Ayub. Some of these shots were just quite amazing. 11 fours and 5 sixes. That's great batting. Certainly deserved 3 figures. Would be more than happy with the fact that Pakistan got to 206. But really good stuff from him. He put on a show and really showed his talent. Sometimes the bowling wasn't as good as they would have liked, South Africa. But he can well smile because that was really special, the runs that he scored.
Yeah, the way he played, he deserved 100. There were some of the massive boundaries that he did hit on this ground. And the only thing you can say about it, though, is he did have 2 opportunities, 2 deliveries of Donovan Ferreira on 97 and 98. Didn't manage to make them pay.
Righto, that's the targets. South Africa need 207, 120 balls they've got. They won the first game. This is going to be a fascinating game. This is the second. There's a third one tomorrow as well. We're set for plenty of action. Don't go too far away. That's the break time. 207 is what South Africa need. Brings David Miller, hometown hero, to the crease. That's whipped away. Whipped away with really good intent from David Miller.
Have a look at this shot. Beautifully played, flick shot every time you watch this. Strong wrist through mid-wicket, you love it. Very subcontinental in style.
On the back foot this time, driven that one through the offside. Through extra cover, that is a fine shot. No real flourish, just terrific work from Miller.
Yeah, tested on 2 lengths.
What a fine shot that is. First up, it is David Miller, and he is class.
Well, he's a classic. Went on song. Half the volley put away beautifully.
Shot. Got all of that. Oh, juggle in the crowd. And it's